Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using for this design and then we can get straight into it. So I'm going to be using a blue sky colour, which is 80628. This is my absolute favourite, like all-time favourite blue sky colour. Look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be using that. Then we've also got Nude Mood, which is my favourite nude from Gel Perfection. And that is not focused, and that's this colour. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a very slight shimmer in it as well. So we're going to be using those, and then we're also going to be using these Tia's Beauty flakes. They are absolutely beautiful. This is their name. Obviously you can get 10% off with my code. You can also get 10% off at Divine Nails and Beauty, where I get my blue skies from. It's in the description box, but look, how magic does that look? It's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be using those. And then last but not least, we're also going to be using a stamping plate. I've used this plate on my channel before. I absolutely love it. I use it all the time for this time of year. It's just brilliant. And it is the Mother Nature collection from Moyu. It's just brilliant. It's got so many different like little flowers and leaves on it. And all these cute little leaves. So we're going to be using a leaf from this plate. I haven't decided exactly which one yet, but I'll do that near the time. So first of all, let's just get straight into it and paint our base layers for each of the nails. So with the second coat of this burgundy one, I'm going to be, because one of the burgundy nails is going to just be literally plain burgundy, and then one of them is going to be like, it's going to have the flakes on the top. So I'm going to make this one the one with the flakes. So I'm just going to pop this in the lamp for 30 seconds, just to ensure that it's got a nice tacky layer. Blue sky polishes do tend to have a good tacky layer anyway, but just to make sure, like, I'm going to cure it for a little bit less. I know some people do think that blue sky cures fully cures under 30 seconds, but I like to do a minute because I just don't feel like that's really sufficient. I mean, I don't know why. You'd think that, like, if the brand says it, then there you go, but I'd rather just cure for a little bit longer just to make sure than have any risks with an undercured product. So I've popped that in for 30 seconds. I'm just going to take that out now, and we're going to apply the flakes on top of this, but like in a bit of a sporadic way. We don't want to, like, I don't want to make the whole nail silver. I just want to have a few blobbed on here and there. So I'm just going to get a tubby brush from Tia's Beauty. I absolutely love these brushes. I'm just going to pick some up and just place them randomly. But again, I'm not covering the whole nail. Like, I am going over the whole nail, but I'm not like making it real full coverage with the flakes. I just want some so you can still see the colour underneath. So just doing that, I'm going to put a few more on because I do love them. They are beautiful. And then once I've done that and they're all in place, all I need to do for this nail is just top coat. But I am going to just put it back in the lamp for another 30 seconds. Because like I said, I like to fully cure my blue sky polishes for 1 minute. So that's that. I'm going to pop that in for 30 seconds. I also like to just make sure that all of the flakes are nice and flat before it goes into the lamp, and if they're not, just press them down a little bit just to make sure. So as you can see here from the side, they are laying flat. There's one up here that's just sticking up a little bit. I'm just going to push him down. It'll just make top coating much easier and they'll be nice and smooth. I'm going to take that one off because it's not stuck anyway. And there we go. Now it's going to go in for an extra 30 seconds. And then it'll be nice and ready just to be top coated. So that's all I'm doing for that nail. And then, like I said, one of them is just going to be plain burgundy. So I'm going to top coat those two. The one with the flakes and the just plain burgundy one, because they're obviously completed now. So just going to top coat those, get those out of the way, and then we can move on to the designs of the others. So one of them is also just going to be plain nude. So I'm just going to top coat the nude as well. So I'm going to do it off camera because obviously, again, just painting plain nails. Not really that exciting. I'm going to top coat this one, the burgundy one with the flakes on, and also one of the nude ones, because that's just going to be plain nude as well. So for the design part of this nail, I've just popped some of my burgundy colour on a palette to use, and then I'm just going to get one of the nude nails, and we're going to just paint on a shape. Obviously you can do whatever shape you want, it doesn't matter, it's abstract. And I'm just going to paint it on. I'm going to go across here with this one. As you can see, I'm being quite messy. That's the joy of abstract, is you can't really go wrong, which is why I absolutely love doing these types of nails, because you don't have to worry about it being perfect. It's not really possible to make an abstract nail perfect. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dog's feet on the floor. He literally never wants to be in here, like never, until I click play on my phone. And then suddenly he needs to do a whole lap of the room to make sure that everything's okay. But there you go. So I'm just doing that on this nail. And then on the other one that is going to be the same as this, I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm going to do this shape at the top of the nail. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp to cure. I'm going to get the other nude one. Like I said, one of the nude ones is just going to be plain, so I've just left that one. And then this one, I'm going to do the line at the top just to mix it up a little bit. You can obviously do them both the same, it really doesn't matter. You can do a triangle, you can do them from the side, you can do lines down the middle, you can do absolutely anything you want. That's the whole joy of abstract. I'm just going to keep it simple and just do like a rectangle sort of shape. Make it a little bit longer. It doesn't have to be perfect also, because we're going to be putting some flakes on this nail as well. So if you do mess up any part of your rectangle or whatever shape you're doing, just put some flakes over it. No one will ever know. It's all a mystery. It's fine. So I'm just making sure that's nice and as neat as I can get it. As close to what I want it to look like as possible. The corner's winding me up. And there we go. So once I've done that, just going to make sure it's all nice and even. Don't have any big blobs of polish anywhere. I'll pop that one in the lamp as well. This other one is now cured. So now usually, like, it depends on what brand you use. Obviously, if you imagine this nude underneath, I've already cured the nude and then I've done the red on top and cured the red as well. So there's even less like stickiness on there now from the tacky layer. So I'm going to go in with base coat. You don't have to do this step. You can always just apply the flakes to the nail itself. If you've got a brand that's really sticky, like if you use Magpie, you could just use the flakes onto that layer, because Magpie's tacky layer is insanely tacky. It's more sticky than tacky, to be fair. So you could just go straight on with that. Obviously, I'm not using Magpie, so I'm going to go in with a coat of base coat because it's like double-sided sticky tape. And then I'm going to pop a couple of flakes onto this base coat before I've cured it. And I'm going to almost push the flakes into the base coat. So they're really like embedded in it. And I'm just going to be using my nail art brush to pick them up this time instead of the big tubby brush, because I only want a few specks of them this time instead of lots. So I'm just going to place those on the nail. Just in random places, like nothing in particular really. I'm just placing them on top at the moment, just in case I'm not 100% happy with the placement, and then it'll be easier to move them around if they're not really like in the base coat as such yet. So once I've done that, again, like I said, if you did mess up any of your shape, then this is the perfect opportunity to hide that. Just throw a bit of flake on top, you'll be fine. These flakes really are beautiful. Absolutely love these. And then once I've done that and I'm happy with it, I'm just going to pop that in the lamp. So I'm just going to turn it on its side first like this to make sure that it's all as flat as I can get it. And I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on the ones that are not, just to get them like really in the base coat. So the next coat that I put on will really encapsulate them. Okay, you can just use your brush as well for any bits that are a bit higher. And once I'm happy, I can pop that in the lamp. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the nail with the other shape on. So we're going to, again, base coat. I think abstract with snowflakes would be brilliant for Christmas as well, like this sort of thing, but like instead of putting a leaf on at the end, you could put a couple of snowflakes on. that'd be really cute. I might do a video like that soon. So again, I'm just going into my flakes. I've just tipped some into my lid, so I'm not using the whole bottle. Just so I can really see and control how many I'm picking up. Makes it a lot easier that way. I'm just placing those randomly on the nail. No particular order, just getting as many on as I want. And then once I'm happy, again, just make sure that they're all nice and flat, make the next step easier for myself. And then pop that in the lamp as well. And then I'm going to fully cure that. Okay, these are both fully cured now. They've both been in the lamp and come out. So I'm now going to do the next step. So I don't want to like stamp straight onto the flakes because it can look a bit uneven and it'll stick to some places and not others, and it might wipe off when I top coat and stuff like that. So we're going to do another coat of, like another layer just to cover this up basically. So we're going to do another coat of base coat. You can use clear builder gel at this point, you can use a velvet top coat, you can use whatever you like. And if I was going to be doing hand painting on top of this now, I would do velvet top coat because I do find it much easier to hand paint on a matte surface. So I'd definitely matte top coat at this point and then paint whatever I was going to go in with. But because I'm just doing stamping, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. I don't need a matte surface or anything. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp. And then we're going to do the same for this one. So it's almost just creating a smooth surface at this point. If your stamping polish that you use doesn't really go well with the tacky layer, because some don't. I know that Clear Jelly Stampers polishes are a bit of a nightmare with a tacky layer. So if you are using one that doesn't really work very well, then definitely obviously don't base coat, just velvet top instead. It's just anything that will smooth out that design underneath. I'm going to be using Moira's black stamping polish. I'm going in with black because I just like black. You could obviously use white, you could use whatever colour you wanted. As long as it, like, you'll see it above your colour that's underneath. It doesn't matter what colour you choose. So I'm just going to pop these away. I like to just tip up the lid so majority of them go in and then just turn the lid as I go. Tip it and turn. I do waste a little bit, but not a lot, so it's all good. And then once the majority of it is out of the lid, I can just throw the lid back on and turn it. So that's those put away. Just dust off these ones out of the way. So these are now cured, so they're back out of the lamp. So they're ready to be stamped on. So I'm just going to get some paper towel for the stamping part, because if anyone on here does stamp, you'll all know how messy it is. It's a nightmare. So we've got some kitchen roll. And then nails that we're going to stamp. I'm using this stamping polish. It's from Moira. I don't know what's happened to Moira's UK website. I've had quite a few people message me on Instagram about products from Moira. And I know it's expensive shipping now because obviously they're overseas. But I don't know what's happened to the UK website. So if you do know, then please comment below because we'd all love to know. It just disappeared one day. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. Anyway, I'm also using a Moira stamper because it's the best one ever. So I'm going to be really sad if I have to buy another one because I'm going to have to pay all that shipping. So that's not going to be great. But there you go. So on here, we've obviously got a mixture of different leaves and stuff. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to have it going up on this one. And then I'm going to have it like coming down on this one. I don't know what I've just dropped. Probably something that I need, but never mind. So I'm going to go straight in with this one first. So I'm just going to make sure my plate is nice and clean. I'm rubbing over with acetone and a cotton pad. And then I also like to go over my finger just in case the cotton pad leaves any lint behind. So I'm just going to pop... Oh, that's what I want. Bloody scraper. I told you it'd be something that I needed. And I'm just going to scrape at a 45-degree angle. Not too hard, not too light. And then pick up my image, get off any images that I don't want that I've picked up as well. And then I'm just going to go straight in and apply this. You need to do everything relatively quick, especially if you're using stamping polishes, because they set quick. Like that's the whole point of a stamping polish, is it's pigmented and sets quick. So that's this one. Beautiful, I love it. And then we're going to go in again with the same image. So I'm just going to clean it again, make sure there's no polish left in there, else it won't pick up properly because it'll already be like inside the indent. And then we're basically just going to do it all over again for this next nail, but we're going to do it slightly different this time because it's going to be coming from a different angle. So I'm just going to pop some on there again, pull off any excess. You don't want to put loads of pressure on and take the polish out of the image, but you don't want to put not enough on and not take enough polish off. So it's just about finding the happy medium. And then we're coming from, let's move that, we're coming from the top this time. Up here. I think I'm going to go about there. So that's that one. If you do get any on there that you don't want, like I have down here, all you need to do is just get a little clean up thing, whatever you use. Like you can use a brush, or you can use, I use these little lipstick applicators, and then literally just wipe it off. Super easy. So that's those two. And then all we need to do, I've got a hair stuck to this one already, it's only been there 2 seconds. All we need to do now is just top coat the pair of them. They are both very pretty. I really love how they turned out. Obviously you could do less flakes if you wanted, you could do more, like you could do whatever the hell you want. It's the best thing about abstract, as I keep saying. So I'm just going to top coat the two of them now. And then we are done. Obviously you could do matte as well if you want. I think this design would look really effective matte. Or even you could have matte top coated the nude with the red, like basically the step before doing the stamping. If you matte top coat then and then hand paint something on top in a glossy gel paint, I think that'd look really effective as well. So there's an idea for you. So that's the first one. Very cute, very easy, just what I love. Just gonna get rid of these plain ones. And then next one, just need to top coat this. Preferably without all the little mini hairs on it. Can't see any more, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really loved putting these together actually, and it's super quick and easy, like especially this time of year. Like I don't know about you, but Christmas is busy, so it's nice to have designs that are really effective and that the clients will love, but that don't take an hour. So something like this is super simple, because obviously 3 of the nails are relatively plain, like 2 of them are completely plain, so that's not going to take up much of your time. 1 of them is literally just dabbed flakes on top of a plain nail, so that's super quick. And then even these 2 that are like the main focus of the set are super quick and easy, so that's fab. So I'm just going to pop that in the lamp, and then when they come out I can put them all together and we can have a look at what they look like. So here's the finished set. I really hope you like how they turned out. I absolutely love them. I think it's super easy, really effective though, which are my favourite types of designs. But yeah, I think they turned out really good actually. It'd be nice in any different colours as well. I'm really sorry I've got shaky hands. I'm just like, my arm is floating in the air. I don't have anything to lean it on. It's obviously not doing very well. But yeah, so that's it for this design. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.